Today, I thought I'd walk on water. Some of you might be surprised at that, but I'll tell you, at this very moment, I'm standing in the middle of the Muoniojoki River that divides Sweden and Finland. As you can see, the river is frozen. Behind me is the main bridge that crosses between Finland and Sweden. What a beautiful morning we've got today. Right behind me now, that is the Finnish side, and we come all the way around here. Very nice. You can see people use this all the time for snowmobiles at the moment. And we're coming around now to the Swedish side. This is where we're staying over this side. Our hotel's over the back there. Very safe to be on the river at this time of year. We've seen someone fishing, and that was quite deep at about 1.5 meters thick. But just to show you how safe it is, I'll just have a look over here. Not going anywhere, it's completely safe. We are in Sweden at the moment, and it's currently -18, so a bit chilly to be down to my long johns at this moment in time, but I just thought I'd give you some tips on what you should do when you're coming out into this cold weather. So it's best to have a neck scarf that you can bring up over your face if you need to, along with a hat, so that just keeps your head warm at the moment. Then you need an outer layer over these long johns, so I'm wearing these walking pants. Then I've got ski socks. To keep you warm again, you just keep building up layers on the top, over the top of what you've got on. So that if you do get too hot, you can actually take a layer off. We haven't taken any layers off during this holiday because it hasn't been that warm. So this is a down jacket, so amazingly it does keep you quite warm considering how thin it is. Gloves are essential, and obviously if we're doing camera work, it's nice to have a thin pair of gloves under the main gloves, because at night when you're out photographing, especially out for a few hours trying to get the northern lights, it's extremely cold. We also have boots, so just get them on. So I'm starting now to feel a bit warmer, which only leaves us to put on the overalls. These are quite handy because you can put them on with your boots on. Like so, and then it has a long zip on the side. And zipped up. Now when you get dressed like this in your room, it's obviously you feel very hot. But out here, it's actually quite nice to have this all back on. And then obviously to finish with, you've got your extra thick gloves, ski gloves. And now we're ready to go on our adventure. Today we're going on a walk with snow boots. Currently it is -28, but at least the sun's out, so it should be a bit warmer.
During the week in Sweden and Finland, we had surprisingly good weather for March. Our trek out into the wilderness, although refreshing, was bitterly cold at times. The outdoor wardrobe and snowshoes certainly made a big difference. After a few miles exploring, we could see our hotel in the distance and knew there would be a hot drink waiting for us. During our stay, we only had one morning of poor weather. I totally underestimated the sheer effort it would take to trek through fresh snow without the benefit of snowshoeing. We couldn't travel to Lapland without a traditional ride on a sleigh being pulled by a reindeer. This was somewhat disappointing though, as I'd imagined dashing through the snow. This was one of the coldest activities we did, as we were sitting on our open sleigh at minus 26 degrees. At least we had the benefit of reindeer skins to keep us warm. Not sure this was a great motivation for the reindeer pulling us.
Today we're in Valamar in Finland, where we're taking huskies out after a bit of tuition. This should be quite exciting, if not a bit scary.
On arrival, the huskies were quiet, but they soon began to bark as they obviously realised they would be let loose to run out into the wilderness. We were given 10 minutes of instruction which mainly focused on controlled braking. They explained that once the huskies set off, they will not stop running unless we applied the brake. Whatever we did, it was drilled into us that we must not overtake, as there was a real risk of collision and serious injury to the huskies.